But there's nothing nicer than a stroll in the park on a nice, clear autumn day. What a wonderful day to be walking in Wales. And that's the thing I want to explain to you now. Something you should never, ever, ever do if you're just starting to get fit. Especially if you're over 50, you should never do this. Disclaimer alert. I am not a medical practitioner. I'm not a physiotherapist. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm just me, Buster Gut. All I want to do is keep fit and live a healthy lifestyle and keep a healthy mindset. And that's what this channel is all about. So I don't give any advice, only what I've done, what works for me, and the information that I've pulled from different resources like YouTube and the internet. And I found that my body works for me. So these are just ideas, so you can incorporate them into your life if you want to. So don't forget, I'm not a practitioner and I don't pretend to be. Anyway, on that said, let's enjoy the video and let's get on with today's subject. So I said in the introduction that something you should never, ever, ever, ever do if you're overweight or you're 50 and above. In my opinion, the first thing you should never do is overexert yourself. Because if you haven't trained, you haven't done anything like jogging, swimming, any aerobic exercise, if you haven't done any of that for a long time, your body's not used to it. Therefore, you've got to think about your heart and your joints. And when you get to our age, it's our joints that are a problem as well. They creak, they groan, they snap, they crack, they pop, and they hurt. I suffered really badly with bad knees, and I get a bad back. And so the first thing you mustn't ever do, is throw yourself into an exertion of an exercise that you haven't done for a while. Now, what I'm saying is, the first thing people think about when they go in on a diet and they want to start thinking about keeping fit, first thing they do is they put their running shoes on and they go for a jog. It's not a good idea. Trust me. Not only are you taxing your heart to a point where it's not used to, you could give yourself a heart attack even. And if you don't do that, you're compounding those joints, those knees, with all this weight that they're not used to carrying with excessive compression. Then every time you jog, your whole body weight is going down onto one leg at speed. That's not a good idea. It really isn't. My personal opinion is two of the best exercises you can do. Number one is doing exactly what I'm doing now. Walking the dog. Nice brisk walk. If you're able to go out for a walk. You don't need a dog. You don't need a cat. You don't even need a goldfish. If you're living by a lake. You just need to take a nice brisk walk. And it doesn't be any time of the day. It doesn't really matter what time of the day it is. And just go for a walk. 10 minutes. 5 minutes even. It doesn't matter. If you've got trouble walking, just walk down the street and back. Walk down the bottom of your path and back. And slowly increase that over a couple of days. Walk to the bottom of your garden, walk back down to your bottom of your garden, walk back. Do it a couple of times. Once you get your breath, you're on this diet, you're eating healthy. We'll talk about that again. But if you're watching what you're eating, you're on Weight Watchers or tracking something like that, you need to improve your activity then. Brilliant. Increase your walking. Trust me, walking burns more calories than jogging. I know. I proved it. So, and we will prove that. Well, I'm going to do a video where I'm going to jog around a certain area and then walk around a certain area, and I can prove to you that you'll burn more calories or the same calories by walking it. Stupid, isn't it? So you don't need to overexert yourself. That's one thing you should never do, is overexert yourself. You should never have any pain. If you've got pain, stop. That's the next thing that I've found. And I've learned through exercise that If it starts to hurt, there's a reason for it. Stop it straight away. It's like if you're doing physiotherapy. I had a bad back the other week. You know, as soon as you get a bit of pain, stop. It's as simple as that. That's what the physiotherapist told me when they were working on my back. Do you feel any pain yet? Right, we'll stop. So it's good advice, really, isn't it? But we don't think of it like that. Sometimes we're too proud. Sometimes we think we'll battle on. Especially the British have got that mentality. Stiff upper lip, battle through it, get through the pain. But there's no pain, there's no gain. That's a lot of BS. Well, there's a lot of BS. If you've got pain, stop. Okay, so walking. The other thing you could do is swimming. If you can swim, join a leisure centre or something like that. Go for a swim, do some swimming. Really good exercise. Works all the muscles in the body group, all the muscle groups in the body, and that's another good thing to do. And it supports your weight as well. So if you're a big chap like I was, or a big lady even, and I was like 17 stone, and I went for a swim, then the water would support the weight, so it's less strain on the heart. And that's what we've got to be careful of, is our metabolism. We know our bodies better than anybody else. Our bodies are not the same as everybody else's. And the other thing we've got to think about is don't compare yourself to others, especially YouTube videos and things like that. That's what I said in the disclaimer. I'm totally different to you. My metabolism is different. My fitness levels are different. I'm not expecting people to do what I do. I'm just expecting people to take some advice and get inspired more than anything from what I've done on my journey. So to reiterate, walk first. Get your diet sorted out. Join a Weight Watcher club, a slim tone, whatever. Track your calories and start walking. Get that body weight down. Then you can start incorporating a little bit of jogging, a little bit of walking, or a brisker walk, or get a bike, get a push bike, and start cycling more. We'll discuss all that in another video. Anyway, it's just me rambling on again today, so hope that's of use. And don't forget, check that disclaimer out. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again soon. So hopefully in the gym next time. Bye.